So let's get started. So like
Okay.
I'm here with Joseph and give me the story, man, because you're originally from Africa, right? Like you moved to
Yep.
US not that what, like 5 years ago?
No, no. I moved 2008. So I believe like
Okay.
15 years ago, thereabout.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
And where in Africa?
I'm from Nigeria, in Africa,
That's
specifically.
so
Yep.
cool. Like did you want to move here? Like is it like the American dream type situation? Like you're like I want
Yeah.
to come to America?
Yeah. Basically, like when we're kids back home, everyone wants to go to America for school, That was the dream, Everybody was studying, taking exams just to pass the exams so they can go to schools. But then some parents couldn't afford it. But fortunately enough, my parents said that all I need to do is pass the exam and I'll go. And yeah, and they could afford it anyway. So I did everything. And obviously, um, if you look at the situation back home, the schools back home are not compared to
Right.
the schools here, like way different. They are far. So that's why everyone and my parents knew that the educational system here is way better than back home. So they wanted to send all their kids, and that's what happened.
Did you originally get here for college? Was the
Yep, I
idea,
came
right?
through as a student. Yep.
And what did you study? What was your major?
I was in engineering, mechanical engineering. I did the whole, I think mine was 5 years. So the whole 5 years, graduated with engineering degree. But then I'm not even working with engineering degree right now. What does engineering have to do with it? Nothing.
Right. Engineering has nothing to do with building websites and putting on
Yep.
Google. But I'm so fascinated. So you did that, and then did you work? Just go into a normal like 9 to 5 job after that?
So I'm with engineering. I looked for a job for 3 months, but I couldn't get anything. And then some Indian guys call me, IT guys. I don't know. They found my resume online somewhere. They said, "Oh, we have a program. We'll train you and then we'll place you in the IT." And then I took it up. I went to California. I went to actually Milpitas, close to
Nice.
San Jose and all those places, Silicon Valley. So I went there 3 months, did the training, boom, they placed me at a job in New York as business systems analyst. That's how I started. So I started as a business systems analyst in New York, and then eventually I became a quality assurance analyst, so like a manual tester. So over the years, yeah, so that's how
Incredible.
everything started.
And then while you're doing this job, because I know you're married. By the way, you have your wife's pregnant. You're gonna have a
Mhm.
is it a boy or girl? Do you know?
Girl.
Girl in four
Yeah.
weeks, right? Around there.
Yep.
So congrats. That's really exciting. And so for you, like, how long did you work this job? And were you kind of always looking at a way to get out of it and create passive income or residual income somewhere else? Or did like kind of were you always of the mentality of trying to create like some sort of financial freedom for yourself? Or was that something that
So
came later on?
yeah, so I started working like 2014. Okay, so in the IT field, I started working. So I worked till 2017. Then I lost my job for one whole year in New Jersey. I was
Uh,
living out in New Jersey at that time. So it was so hard, man. I was like, man, look, I lost my job, nothing. And then that is the time I'm like, screw it, man. I don't want to work for anyone again. I'm going to try to work for myself. That is how I came into investing, trading in the stock market. And then from there, for the past 5 years, I've tried so many business models just to have like side hustles. I've done so many things, Uber, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, until I found this, which is the only business I've tried that ever made money. So I've always tried to just make money. I'm still working my job, by the way. So I've been working 2014 till now. So I'm trying, my goal is if I'm making 3 times my income currently in my
right.
work, I'm going to leave. Simple as that.
So awesome. And you're at right now what, like 6 to 7 thousand a month?
Yeah, around, yeah, six to 6,500 a month. Yeah, I was supposed to be at like 80, 200, but you know how it goes, man.
Yeah, exactly. I always say you're always plus or minus a little bit. But thankfully, I mean, it's so much better than some businesses. It's like you could start at zero every month, right? So it's like at
Yep.
least nice, you have, just that one or two finicky, up and downs. But so for you, like, I remember, because you jumped into this program, was it December
Yeah,
of last
December
year?
26th of last year, right after Christmas.
And were you, like, honest question, like, were you skeptical, like, kind of looking at my videos and looking at it, or was it like, were you like, this makes complete sense? Were you like
Bro,
that, or
at that point, I was like, I've tried so many business models, man.
right?
So I was like, I've tried drop shipping. I spent 5,000, nothing came out. So I'm like, I'm the type of guy that I'm like, I don't. Thank God, fortunately, I don't have to worry about money. Like, okay, well, I have to spend this. If I need something, my wife knows. If I want to buy a laptop, 5,000, I like it, I'm gonna buy it. Simple as that. So I'm like, no biggie. I paid it. I'm like, let's see what it's about. And I
Right.
told her that one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this program actually from the beginning to the end, because there are sometimes I started and then I get discouraged or get carried away. I don't fully complete it, the business, but I'm like, I'm going to put all my effort in this business. So I'm like, let's give this guy a try. I found you online, just searching randomly. I'm like, this thing seems interesting. Let's do it.
You just have a different level of work ethic and determination. There's just something different about the, like, commitment,
Yep.
because we know what it's like in India. I know what it's like to see people without food, or like basic things.
Yep.
It's and so you don't take things for granted. Sometimes I feel here in America we take things so easy because we don't know what it's like to truly struggle, right?
Yep. I
and
agree.
and so it's so cool to see. So you come in and you're like, I'm gonna actually do this. And were
Mhm.
you one of those people where, like, were you starting off just kind of like going through the training? Was a lot of it just like listening to the coaching calls, training, or did you immediately just go and start building websites like the
I
second you joined?
So as I was listening to the training, I'm doing exactly the same thing on the side. And then I finished building my first website. I went through the whole training. I got it. I built my first website. And then that's how I started. I did whatever the training said I should do. And then from there, did it multiple times. Now I know how to do it from beginning to the end. So
Yeah. The thing I'm most impressed about you is, some students, they get so afraid of the, they build a website, it gets leads,
mhm.
they send the leads for free to a business owner, and then they don't want to talk to the business owner and get the $500 a month or $1,000 a month.
Yeah,
And so they always will want to partner with someone else to do it, and give someone sales commission to do it. And I'm like, these are very easy calls. And for you, like, you come from not only engineering brain, but English is not your first language, right?
yep.
And you had no fear in doing it. And I'm trying to tell people, like, and look at, you're closing deals left and right. And
Yeah.
so it has nothing to do with anything. You don't have to be some very slick salesperson.
Yeah, I always tell people just the highest thing they can tell you is no. That does not take anything from you. It doesn't kill you. Move
Right.
on. Simple as that. So I don't know why
Yeah.
people are scared to talk to someone.
Yeah. I mean, the best part is now what I told someone today, they're like, they have a site, it's generating 100 phone calls a month. And they're like, I'm nervous to do the call. And I said, you can do it. It's easy. And I said, but if you want to give Joseph half, Joseph will probably close it for you.
Oh man, I'll take it.
Yeah,
100
exactly.
calls organic, bro. I'm gonna take that immediately.
Exactly. And then the best part is they ended up closing the deal. They just messaged me. They just picked up the phone 20 minutes later, got a deal. But I
Nice.
definitely agree. Like, if anyone's scared, I'm just gonna hand them to you, because I'm like, you're not. You just get the job done, man.
I'm
I just love
crazy,
how.
man. I'm
Yeah.
crazy.
Um, for anyone looking outside, like, kind of, because I totally understand if people come in, look at my stuff, and I get why they would be a little skeptical, right? Because exactly like you said, I was the same way. I just happened to start this very young. I've been doing stuff on the internet since 12, 13 years old. I was blogging at 12, 13 years old, and I even made some money as a kid. And then I made most of my money at about like 19, 20. But I did a lot of things on the internet that didn't work. And a lot of these guys there's a lot of people out there trying to just like sell the dream. They say, here's my rented Lamborghini, my mansion, buy my
Mhm.
$20,000 course, and you're going to be a millionaire. And that's, like, unfortunately not reality. That's not how any of these things
Yep.
go. People will go to college for 4 years, and then on the internet, they say you can get rich in a week. No, but I do think that
I
you
know
can do it. You can do it faster. I do believe you can build a multiple six-figure business in a year. I think that's very
Mhm.
real, and you're on pace to. I mean, you're on pace to go over $100,000 a year and growing.
I-
I mean, $6,000 a month, 72 grand. And remember, that's also leveraged income. You know, you're not trading time for dollars. And that's a
Yeah.
big difference. You know, there's people who will work 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week to make 6 grand. You did all the initial work. So I guess for you, is there a goal? Like, is there like, are you trying to go to the big $1 million a year kind of number,
Yeah,
or like,
I'm trying to get to you guys level, man. At least 100 G's a month. So I'm
yeah,
trying to get there because yeah, that's
you
my
will.
goal. I'm just trying to see how high I can take this money because I'm telling you, like I've never, like right now, my sites are running, the
Yeah.
ads are running, leads are coming in to my current clients. They are paying me every Friday, man. I'm not even doing anything to the website, man. I've not even looked at anything for the past 2 weeks, man. I'm just checking my Stripe.
Yeah,
But
checking
then
the
I check,
balance of the money.
I check with them time to time. They're like, man, everything's going good. They like the leads. I'm like, okay, I'm not sorry to disturb you. Carry on.
That's so awesome. Well, I really appreciate it. And I'm just so excited for you. And one thing I love about you too is like just how much you've inspired the group. Cause you know, there's some people in the group, I kid you not, they're making 10, 20 grand a month, but they're hidden. They don't even post in the group. They don't tell anyone their
Yeah.
deals. And they message me, you know, they don't want to be I don't know what the word is. They think they're bragging. I'm like, you're not bragging, you're helping people believe, because
Yep.
you know, anytime you come into something, the belief is everything. You know, my parents did not believe they could be business people or entrepreneurs, which is why they didn't, right? They just worked jobs their whole life. And you know, for me, I believe that if I just try enough times, I'll get it. And it took
Yep.
me, I mean, look, they say I'm an overnight success, but it took me 9 years, right? 9 years to become an overnight success. And you're less than 1 year in. So I'm very
Yep.
excited for your journey, and best of luck to you, man. Thank you so much for doing this little quick video
No
for us.
problem, man. No problem, man.